I can't.
Get hype.
What's good,
Playoffs
beautiful
are
people?
here.
Yes, indeed. Welcome to the Sportsload Playoff Edition. Let's go, guys. Let's go. It's here. It's finally here. Week 18 is done, set. We're ready to go. Bills game just is over. Before we get started, like and subscribe. I'm your host, Jah.
Make sure to like.
Yeah, and that's my boy GPS himself, Mr. GPS, Garrett, Paul Smith.
Yeah,
what do you
fresh
do, Garrett?
off a Jets victory.
And a Giants victory.
And a Giants victory. But we're not going to talk about that yet at the end.
Yeah, we're going to get straight to the playoffs, man. We're going to talk playoff only. Nobody gives a shit about the games that didn't matter, and even the games that kind of did matter.
There's only two games I want to talk about. The Buffalo-Miami game and then the Texans and Colts game. Both games I watched in completion.
Well, Jacksonville game, too.
Jacksonville shit the bed.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely shit the bed.
All right, so let's talk about it. And Jacksonville and Titans, man, they fucking choked, man. They gave the game away.
Yeah,
the Titans had nothing to play for other than dignity.
They were just trying to ruin their season. That's all they had to do.
They
did it.
Spoiler. They killed. Trevor Lawrence is already having the worst year ever right now, bro. But to his credit, and okay, I'm not. He played hurt for towards the end of the last 6 games. He was hurt. No excuses though. If you healthy enough to ball, then you should ball out. Pause.
He got outballed by Ryan Tannehill.
Who's on his way out.
Known dog shit.
Yeah.
Known dog shit.
On his way out. So the problem is with Jacksonville is their defense isn't good, one. And
they didn't run the ball either. No,
that's the thing I was going to get. They can't run the ball. Well,
yeah.
I don't even know if Etienne even got enough carries because they played from
16
behind.
carries, but I don't think that's enough. I think they need
a guy like that
25.
needs 20. Yeah, a guy like that needs 20 and up.
He has 57 yards. Meanwhile, Derrick Henry, 19 carries, 153 yards, and a touchdown.
And Jacksonville really played the whole game from behind. Pause. Yeah. And they're gonna. And Trevor Lawrence, the knock on him is you have to let him carry the team. And if you let him carry the team, he's vulnerable. He's gonna throw picks. He's gonna make bad decisions. And he was too Calvin Ridley in love with today. He was all over. He was swimming in Calvin Ridley's juices. Pause. And then Calvin Ridley, dude. When he threw the ball, granted it was slightly overthrown, but he had it in his fingertips, bro.
Yeah, a lot of that.
Yeah, I don't know.
And they didn't use Zay Jones too much. Only 6 catches, 9 targets.
And then the one that really killed the game was that 4th and 1 play when they did the old school jump, the leap.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, why?
Bad.
Why?
That's so bad.
Why you have 2 backs, Etienne and his backup, who's like a workhorse. That makes no sense. It makes no sense. They lost. They lost this. They gave up. They shit the bed the last 6 games.
Yeah, they were like the Eagles. They were exactly like the Eagles. They went 1-5 or 1-6 or whatever.
They had after the Carolina game, they had a 92% chance of winning the division, making the playoffs.
They were in control.
Dude, if you would have told me today the Texans were going to win the division after they just got their quarterback, they got a new coach, rookie everything. The team is not. There's pretty much, other than Will Anderson, there's the same team. Brandon Cooks is gone, but still, with Tank Bell out, with Tank Bell gone, you think this team is vulnerable in wide receiver? No, next man up. That's good coaching.
Collins is him.
Yeah, that's good coaching. I'm happy for the Texans. I'm rooting for them.
I watched that full game with the Texans, and it was a really good game.
Really good game, man. That's the thing too. I feel bad. I feel like the Colts should have got in because the fucking Jaguars lost. I feel like it sucks that you have to watch those 2 teams go at it.
Yeah, it was like a feel-good story for both teams.
Because they're both way ahead of schedule.
And I mean, it was a great game too. It was a shootout. They really I don't know.
And Gardner Minshew should be given his props, man. This guy he's a baller, man. He's a baller. I'm happy for him. Next game we said the Jaguars Titans was terrible. We did the Texans and the Colts. Yeah, Miami and Buffalo, bro.
Yeah, Miami and Buffalo. I think Buffalo just showed why they're such a good team, like low key.
And this is when experience beats talent. You know what I mean? Like, this is what happens when they was 6-6, and then they won. Now they're 11. They won. They really won it out. They literally just won. They just won the rest of the way.
They ran the table.
They ran the table. Yeah, and in Miami, they can't beat good teams.
They can't. They have only Dallas who can't beat good teams either.
And I've been watching because Miami's the popular team, so they're gonna be on TV all the time. Tua can't play well under pressure. This is the worst.
You see how Allen kind of like he was flourishing when it was 2 minutes to go. Like every 2 minute drive, he was like on his game.
Yep, and it was
that's when he was the best.
Exactly.
And Tua crumbled every time it was a 2 minute drive for him.
It was for Josh Allen. It was a tale of two halves. In the first half, he was mediocre, closer to terrible.
He looked like Brett Favre, kind of like just slinging around,
throwing picks to the end zone. You know? I'm like, see,
he's trying to do too much.
Yeah, he's forcing the issue, not running the fucking ball like I always tell him to do. And now, look, he calmed down. Second half, they ran the ball more. He wasn't forcing anything.
Yeah, he wasn't forcing it, which is key.
No. And when it's 2 minutes, it's his time. So he knew when the right time to run the ball. That fourth and 15 or third of the long when it eventually was a penalty on. It was a penalty on the Miami, but he ran that. That was pretty much game over.
Oh yeah, the one where he bullied the guy out of the way.
Yeah. And then
that was a good run.
That was a great run. He showed why he is an MVP. He's a top tier quarterback. He does these bonehead plays. He does these dumb shit from time to time, but you're willing to accept that because he gives you these kind of performances to win the game. You know what I mean? It's not gonna blow up the stat line. It's not gonna be his numbers will be inflated, good and bad, but he will get you wins. And again, I don't personally want to.
Buffalo has a lot of injuries too. They have a lot of injuries on defense, even more so after the game.
But their defense played way better than the Dolphins' defense.
Yeah.
But it's not like saying the Dolphins is anything good. It's not like the Cleveland
Their defense
Browns
is very mid anyway, even with all injuries. But
it showed that Miami needs help with especially when there's no third guy, there's no next man up. Jalen Waddle was out. They had none. There's
nothing else. It's just Tyreek Hill, and he was injured too a little bit. Even
he got nicked up pretty bad. Plus, and the running game with the runner Mozart, he had a great game. Oh no, Arshane, right?
No, Arcane was in there. Mozart was hurt.
But Arcane had a good game. He ran the ball very well.
Yeah, he did. They got the running game going, but it wasn't enough. They needed more.
Tua choked.
Tua choked, especially at the end. I feel like that last drive he could have.
He forced it all those times to Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, that was not the strat. You use Tyreek Hill as like a dummy, and then you throw it somewhere else.
And that's what happened. That's what Josh Allen did. He spread the ball around, gave it to the tight end. James Cook also. He gave it to Davis and Shakur. And then he freed up to give up to Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, they do it right. He's trying to force it too much.
Everybody know you're going after Tyreek Hill. You have Chase Claypool you traded for. You don't use. I'm not saying
the throw was to him. That's what it was picked off on. It was to him.
That's terrible.
He's bad luck. That guy.
Yeah, he's terrible. He's a franchise killer. He's only been here for 2-3 years.
Yeah, every team he's on, he just sucks. Every team.
He's not even 5 years in. He got drafted by Steelers, right?
Yeah. And then he went to the Bears,
Chicago, and then the Bears
there.
Fuck out of here. And the Bears started winning once they got rid of him.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's like a curse.
Yeah, Miami's just.
They're the Cowboys of the AFC, right?
100%.
You think they're good? Their record is good, but when it comes down to it, against a good team,
they're not in it. They're not. No, and the Ravens exposed them horribly.
Yeah, and the Ravens also proved that as well. Which no
there's
surprise.
levels to this shit.
Yeah.
And I don't think the coach looks like he doesn't make good adjustments at all. I think he has a game plan and he doesn't alter.
Well, it was working for a bit, but then when it fell apart, he didn't adjust and they just kind of they lost.
Tua made some bonehead plays, man. I didn't understand the last drive he had. I was like, he's forcing the issue double coverage.
It was so stupid what they were doing. They should have been a little smarter with that. And they had plenty of time too. They had a minute 48.
Yeah, they had a lot of time. In football time, that's a lot of time.
Yeah, they had that's basically a whole quarter for them.
Oh yeah. Well, let's get right to the matchups, man. Let's get to the Saturday games.
All right.
I'm ready, bro. Let's do this.
Saturday games. Which one's the Saturday? I don't have the schedule in front of me.
I think it's I know one is on Peacock. I think it's the Dolphins and Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah. I'd have the matchups, but I don't have the schedule.
Let's see.
So we can start with the Dolphins and Chiefs since we just watched the Dolphins play.
Yeah. If I'm the Chiefs, I'm hyped to play this team.
Oh yeah, this is like a great matchup. Yeah. Tyreek Hill revenge game as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is and maybe James Toney get his revenge. You know what I mean? Like start showing up. Although that'll be against Buffalo.
I don't know who won. Did they play in the regular season? I think they did, right?
Yeah, Miami lost. They played in Germany, I think.
That's right. They did.
And it was a close game, but Patrick Mahomes showed why he's one of the best ever.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be more of the same. I think Kansas City wraps this team up. I think Kansas City's defense is much better than the Dolphins.
That's what's gonna win the game for them, not the offense.
I think their defense is gonna win
that game. The defense is gonna win that game, and I think also that the Kansas City has they rested their players today, so they're going into the next game healthy as hell. Whereas Dolphins are going to be nicked up.
They're banged up. They're very banged up. Yeah.
They're banged up. Tyreek Hill is nicked up. He's probably still got smoke inhalation from his house. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of wild shit going on, and who knows what Jalen Waddle is? And the defense, they lost Chubb for the year. So if I'm a betting man, give me the Chiefs, man.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs got this one. I think it's a good win for the Chiefs here. Probably a close game, though.
Yeah, 17-14. 7. I don't see the game going over 17 points. If it's a low-scoring game, it benefits the Chiefs.
Because their defense is better. And
all right, whoever goes to 20 wins.
Yeah. That's true for almost any game, though.
Yeah. We got. Let's see.
What's the next matchup?
I don't know. It's the next schedule. Sorry, schedule. Here we go. Let me see. It's set. Oh, Detroit Lions. Oh, no, that's Sunday. We could talk about that. Oh, here we go. I got it now. Okay, Browns and Texans. That's actually the first game on Saturday. That's going to be an interesting one. That's going to be because they did play each other and it was a close game. They did play each other and it was Cleveland won.
I'm going to give the Browns a slight edge because of their defense.
Yeah, and Flacco didn't play this game, by the way. He was.
That's true. He didn't. Yeah. This was DTR or Watson.
I think it started with Watson. He got hurt, and then the other kid came in, if I remember correctly.
Of course, it shows the one that they're playing now. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, they won by quite a bit. 36-22 Browns. You're muted.
Oh, here we go. I'm back. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, 36-22 Browns.
Oh, okay. And it was DTR that played?
No, it was Flacco. 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 268 yards. This was only a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
This is the 24th of December.
Oh, did CJ play?
No, it was David Mills.
That's okay. That's where I got mixed up. I knew the quarterback was out somewhere. But yeah, give me. I said it'll be a closer game, but I give the slight edge to the Browns. The only reason I'm giving the Texans the benefit that they are playing at home.
So that does help. Yeah,
that does help. Yeah. Winner. So I guess, but it'll be hard to throw the Browns to bet against the Browns in this one.
Yeah, I think their defense is too good, and the Texans. I mean, their defense isn't that great.
It's a feel-good story. Yeah, it's a feel-good story though.
I want the Texans to win, but
at
the same time, whoever wins this matchup goes against the Ravens. So
and right into the fire. This is pretty much a playing for just one playoff win.
I mean, if the Browns win, he gets to face the Ravens in the playoffs. So
that's hilarious.
That's gonna be great. Either way, it's a good game.
It's a good look. Also, look, both teams should not hang their head. Should be having their head low. The Texans, for sure, was not supposed to be here.
Yeah, they were supposed to be a division winner in the playoffs.
And all the injuries Cleveland went through, and they still made the playoff is very, very
And they're probably going to advance. So
it's a good look. Cleveland, they're in the right track. They need to figure out the quarterback situation with this guy not being healthy all the time.
Yeah, but Watson.
What's the point of getting those massages, bro?
They're not helping if they're not helping.
we're pretty much we're agreement that Chiefs over Dolphins and Browns over Texans. Both close games though.
Yeah, definitely.
Headed to the big Sunday game, we have Steelers and Bills. This is thank you for showing up, but it's over. This might be the biggest blowout of the game of all the playoffs. I know the Steelers are always in it. They never go away, and it's pissing me off that they just won't go away. But I think the Bills are going to wash them, and they're in Buffalo. Their offense cannot match up to Buffalo's offense. If I'm Buffalo, end this in the first quarter. Just make it a shootout. Make it a shootout. And I think TJ Watt is hurt too.
Yeah, he is. He is hurt. Yeah, I think the Bills should have this one. We'll see how the Steelers can respond, especially on offense.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
if Mason Rudolph can come to play, then I guess maybe they have a chance. But otherwise, I don't see it.
I love Mike Tomlin as a coach. He's a great coach. He's like the Greg Popovich of football. He just finds ways to win.
He makes it work. Just makes it work every time.
It's always literally next man up, and they perform. Except certain quarterbacks, but his defense has always kept him in the game. I don't see it with this one. Even if TJ is somewhat healthy, he needs to be beyond 100% healthy for them to beat the Bills. I think this is, out of all the games, this might be the blowout.
This might be the blowout game. You're right.
Yeah. Oh, well, I think the Cowboys-Packers might be a blowout too.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah, that is actually the next game.
Oh, it is? Okay. Well, perfect. Yeah. So Dallas and Green. You think who's blowing out who though?
Well, the Browns. The Cowboys haven't lost at home at all this year.
So it's the Cowboys then.
Yeah, Cowboys.
Yeah, I think you have to pick the Cowboys just because their home record and their offense is pretty high powered with Dak. He's been pretty decent. Yeah,
but if I had to pick an upset, I will pick the Packers to upset the Cowboys just because I know the turmoil on Monday. Their heads are gonna roll in Cowboys Nation. So
everyone's rooting against the Cowboys, but I think they should have this. Don't worry, they're gonna have this wrapped up. But the next game they play won't be.
Yeah. But
that's their kryptonite.
Here's the thing, though, Garrett. I'm looking at that game, and I think I look. If I'm putting my chips in one team, of course I'm picking the Cowboys. But as a hater, I'm going straight for the Packers. I'm rooting for the Packers on this one.
Yeah,
just because
as a Giants fan, you have to, right? You can't.
Yeah, and just because it'll be hilarious Monday. The heads are gonna roll for Jerry Jones, bro. Jerry might have a heart attack. It
might actually kill him this time
because this is the best Cowboys team they had in a long time.
This is legitimately the best team I've seen in 20 years. They haven't had a team like this in forever.
Forever, man. And this is put up a shut up. But that could be the biggest. That could be another blowout game. But the Packers, man, they're going in hot. They are going in hot. Oh, I got breaking news, Garrett. Falcons fire coach Arthur Smith. He's done. No surprise there.
Yeah.
Just got hit with that news. So he's done.
They did miss the playoffs in the NFC South. That is
which is not weird. Which is not weird. I mean,
they missed it by a lot too, 7-10.
And they got blown out today too by the Saints. The Saints dropped 40 something on them.
48. Derek Carr put a good game. Still got eliminated though because the Bucs won 9-0 against the Panthers. Anyway.
Yeah, and no surprise there. But yeah,
so next game.
You said Cowboys gonna win that one, which if I'm a betting man, I'll agree with you. But I was like Cowboy hater.
There's a chance of upset, I think. But
that'll be the biggest upset though.
It would be if there was one.
Yeah, because I think they're the lowest seed, right? Pretty much.
The Packers are the lowest seed. Cowboys are the second seed. So
yeah. Moving on to I think it's gonna be a great game because revenge game, the Rams versus the Lions. You can't make that up, bro.
This is the best game ever because Stafford and Goff got traded for each other.
And they're facing each other too.
And it's gonna be at home in Detroit as well. Yes,
and this is where home field advantage might not mean anything. All because
Stafford's used to it. That's his home field for 9 years. That's his
home field. The Rams been there before. This team hasn't been there in 30 years. You know what I mean? They might get too wild. You know what I mean? When you get...
They're too hyped up. They're going to fall flat.
Yeah, and
I've seen it a million times.
Yeah, you see it in every sport. Yeah, every sport does that. Every sport does. There's a team that's... there are some outliers, a team that's new and they just make it and win it all sometimes. But there's also teams that when it's like a 30-year gap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Lions have kind of been on the downtrend as well, and the Rams have been hot. So we were saying like a few weeks ago that Rams are gonna be scary to face, and it's still true.
Yep, I give the edge to the Rams.
And they did beat the Niners, who were probably resting everybody.
Nobody played. They didn't play. Even the Rams didn't play their guys. Carson Wentz started.
Oh, really? It was
this shit didn't matter to nobody. They both clinched their spot. Both teams rested all their stars. Cooper Kupp didn't even play. Shout out to the wide receiver. I'm gonna pronounce his name wrong. Nakua. Rookie broke the single season rookie record.
Okay, I saw that.
And yards. Good. Shout out to him. But
Good
Rams will win this game.
Let's see how he plays in the playoffs.
Yeah, which matters.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I'll give the edge to the Rams in a shootout.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a close game, but I think the Rams might have the edge here.
Yeah, give me the Rams on that one too. Like I always said, I can't back up my word, man. I can't. Teams that come in hot, you don't want to face that team, and sadly, the Lions, who are the 3 seed, are going to face them.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for the Lions. I'm rooting for the Lions, but I think this game is going to be too much.
Yeah, I want the Lions to win, but the Rams are just too experienced. They've been there before.
And whoever wins this matchup faces the Cowboys or the Packers.
And then if I want them, and I say the Cowboys do it, man. Excuse me. I would rather the Rams face them. Excuse me. Than the Lions face them, because the Lions almost beat them. Shit.
Yeah.
The Lions almost beat them. Some people would think they did beat them. You know what I mean?
They would have beat them if the plays went the way they were supposed to go, maybe. Yeah. Or if if they didn't get the penalty.
You know what? If I'm the Cowboys, I wouldn't want to face none of these two teams.
Yeah, neither team is good to face with the Cowboys. They're hoping for maybe the I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen, bro. I think the Cowboys gonna be in trouble because they might have one of the hardest roads to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they definitely will have.
And they're the 2 seed. That's crazy. Well, moving on to this one. I don't know why this game is on Monday night. It should have been the first game on the Saturday afternoon. It's the Eagles versus the Buccaneers. Now, remember,
arguably the worst game, just because they're playing. Both teams are so
bad,
mediocre.
Well, the Buccaneers are on a roll for some reason. They're it's. Here's
Baker Mayfield versus Jalen Hurts with a hurt finger.
Yeah, and Antonio, what's his name? Is the wide receiver? He's out too. He got hurt in the Giants game too. Brown, Antonio, what's his name?
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown, yeah, he got hurt. He got nicked up in the beginning of the game. Devontae Smith was also a no-show for some reason. They pretty much rested the guys in the second half after the Giants watched
They're just well, we're done. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah. So hear me out on that. Yeah. I got something. If you would have told me none of us saw the Eagles going to drop this low, right? We could all agree.
Yeah, no one saw them going 1-5 to the season.
Even though we say whoever draws the winner of the NFC South should be get hyped for that. You know what I mean? They should be licking their chops. Pause. Here's the thing, though. I think the Bucs can do it. I think the Bucs can beat the Eagles.
The Bucs defense is actually pretty good. Unfortunately, Todd Bowles is a really good defensive coach.
Yeah.
Awful head coach, but good defensive coach.
I give you that 100%.
Yeah.
I think the way the Eagles are playing now, they got to get this shit together. They got time because it's a Monday game. But the way they're playing the past 6 games, dog shit. The way the Giants exposed them, the way a lot of the Cardinals ran on them. There was the two last games in particular. The Giants threw the ball all over them, and the Cardinals ran all through them. So the defense is the problem.
Yeah, it's always been their defense that's been the problem.
Right? And although the Buccaneers ain't lighting up scoreboard-wise, you still got Godwin, and you still got Mike Evans, and you got White as your running back.
And Mayfield can get him the ball, too.
Mayfield
has been able to get them the ball.
Mayfield can ball out. It's just if he has enough time to throw the ball, he'll make something happen. He gets kind of like the days ago, too, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles lose this game. It wouldn't surprise me at all. The way they're playing now, I would have said if this game would have been 6 weeks ago, I'd have been, oh, fuck yeah. The Eagles,
Eagles would have dominated them, but not now.
Yeah. I think this game could be, I don't even see this as an upset. I think this is just the way the Eagles been playing.
Yeah, Eagles are just playing bad, and the Bucs are playing decent. I mean, they got into the playoffs, division winner. Granted, don't mention the division as the NFC South, though.
yeah. But here's the thing with this, though. They have to make the game ugly. Yeah. Because they did play each other early in the season, and the Eagles pretty much walked all over them. But that's when the Eagles were at their best.
They were good, actually.
Yeah. So if I'm the Buccaneers, I'm taking notes from especially the last 2 games.
So like, Baker Mayfield, top 10 in yards, pass, tied 4th for touchdowns,
and he just got that sweet $1.5 million because he the signing bonus. I think kicks in if he does certain throw certain amounts of yards or touchdowns. He did that today, so he got paid.
54 QBR, so 18th in the league.
Mm-hmm. He's not shitty.
He's doing pretty good. He's a good, replacement level quarterback.
Yeah, and he's a good bridge holder quarterback too.
Yeah, it's he's been good. Like he's been good enough for them to win games, and
he's not gonna make things pretty. But that's what I'm saying. They have to make this game ugly. They have to make this game ugly. In order for them to beat the Eagles, they gotta get in their face, make it ugly. It's gotta be an ugly game. And so we're agreement at the Bucks. Oh wait, who you got? Eagles or Bucks?
Ooh, it's a tough one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bucks because I don't have the Eagles. I lost faith in the Eagles. They were my Super Bowl pick, bro.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles just to be contrarian.
No, it's fine. I look.
I'll pick both sides. Why not?
Yeah, non-binary.
No, not both sides, John. I'm non-binary.
I think the Buccaneers. Give me the Bucks on that one because I don't trust the Eagles. I know I'm probably gonna eat shit on that one.
I mean, whoever wins this game is gonna face the Niners. So yeah,
and the Niners is just like
they're gonna school whoever. If the Bucks win, they're gonna get schooled. If the Eagles win, they're probably gonna get schooled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I'm the Niners, nobody in my division scares me. Like I would love to face. Except for the Rams. The Rams, if they make it that far,
Rams are scary.
Yeah,
Cowboys, they beat them before. Lions, they beat them. Packers, they could beat them.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the wrap up for the
playoffs.
The playoffs, yeah. It's gonna be some good ones, man. It's gonna be some good ones. Now let's talk about the draft that's coming up. Now the lottery came up now, right? With the numbers, the draft order.
Yeah, the order's set now, except for the playoff teams, but
yeah, but
top 10. We're really focused on top 10 here.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Name them, Garrett. Let's go.
Chicago Bears, number 1, via the Panthers.
Yep.
Commanders, 2nd. Patriots, 3rd. Arizona, 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Chargers, 5th.
Mm-hmm.
Giants, 6th.
Terrible.
Titans, 7th. Falcons, 8th. Bears again, 9th. And then Jets are number 10.
Oh, you guys got a top 10 pick.
Yeah, we got top 10. Let's go.
So now let's work our way back. Then, what do you think? Let's talk about our teams because that's the only teams that matter to us in this draft.
Yeah, I mean, who cares what the Patriots are going to do? They're going to draft the quarterback, obviously.
Right.
Tell you that.
What do you think the Jets are going to do?
At number 10, I'm not sure what they're going to do. I think they're going best player.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping for offensive line, really, but best player is going to be what's the play there. So.
Yeah, I think best case scenario is probably best player available.
Or they trade up, maybe.
Yeah, they could trade up, but do they have pieces to trade up?
I mean, yeah, they always have pieces to trade, bro.
Yeah, that's good.
They've done it before. They'll do it again.
The team to watch is the 1 and 2 teams. I think I did say the draft doesn't start till the Commanders pick, but I don't know what the hell that Chicago might do because Justin Fields, his 5th-year option is coming up. Now, do you pay him, or have you seen enough? I'm talking as a GM. You know what I mean? Have you seen enough?
I would re-sign him for a couple more years. I think.
Yeah,
if I was them,
I'll at least franchise him for 1.
Yeah, or at least franchise him something. Keep him for at least 1 year or 2 years.
Yeah, it gets tricky. So, would they be willing to trade that pick to get to drop down? Because again, we did talk about this a while ago about it's very rare that a wide receiver goes number 1. Like we all know they want to go, if they keep the quarterback, they just need a wide receiver to help DJ Moore. So
Marvin Harrison makes sense then for them if that's the case.
For number. Yeah, easy. I think that if they stay with QB with the QB they have, I think they'll either go OL, which they can get at number 9 for sure.
They can get a 9. That's the thing. They have 9. So even if they could go quarterback or wide receiver. It doesn't really matter because they could get an OL at 9.
Yeah. So
and their pick will decide what the Commanders and Patriots do as well because what quarterback they get because it'll change if Caleb goes 1.
Yeah,
then
Caleb
goes 2nd and 3rd.
Derek May is definitely gonna be the second one off the board. I think he might go. But here's the thing: Derek May, he's from North Carolina, right? He plays for North Carolina. Sam Howell's a North Carolina quarterback. You know what I mean? So
but they're different quarterbacks. So
yeah,
and then I think the Cardinals are also in the hunt for a wide receiver too.
Yeah,
probably.
that's the thing. Like,
So if Harrison doesn't go number 1, he's gonna go 4. I think.
Yeah.
At minimum.
They're probably gonna trade. If they want to, they could trade to like number 2 or number 3. They got to get ahead of Arizona if they're gonna go wide receiver. You would think.
If they're gonna trade down, they could just trade down like a couple to
New England. To 3.
New England would want to go number 1 to get their quarterback for the future.
Yeah, that's if so. Whoever is okay. We all know Caleb is a consensus number 1, right?
Yeah.
Who wants him badly? To the point where they're gonna,
I don't know, man.
that they're gonna get Carolina fleeced. You know what I mean?
The Vikings could trade up from 11 to get Caleb, maybe.
That's even Tampa.
Or the Raiders. Too. The Raiders.
Yeah. Oh, the Raiders. Yeah, that's the thing. Which good team might trade up too?
Maybe the Broncos. I mean, they're there at 12. So who knows?
Yeah. So like,
it's hard to
hypothetically, now we know Caleb will go number 1. Let's say Commanders get him first, right? Number 2, Derek May. Well, he'll be number 3. So like Marvin Harrison 1. Everything just stays with the way it is. Like Marvin Harrison is clear number 1.
With no trades, I guess.
Yeah, with no trades.
We'll see. Marvin Harrison goes first.
Right. Number 2, Caleb.
Caleb to the Commanders.
Yeah. Number 3,
the Patriots.
Right. But here's the thing. They also do like Daniels. They do like the Daniels kid. But I think Daniel's still a work in progress. So he's like Anthony Richardson. So safe bet, go with Derek May at number 3. Number 4, it's the
Cardinals. So
the Cardinals might go off the best offensive lineman. I think his name is Fua or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might go there, or
they'll go wide receiver or something like that.
Yeah.
Or
the second best wide receiver is a kid from LSU. So, which makes sense because look at the kid who won. Daniels won the Heisman. He's throwing it to nobody. He has
number 1 receivers, obviously.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what the Chargers are gonna do. Probably defense.
They're an interesting one. Yeah, they're probably gonna go defense.
I think they're defense.
They take the best edge. They'll probably take the best edge. And then Giants going quarterback for sure.
You think so?
I think the Giants going quarterback. Joe Shane said it himself. He's like they have to pick a quarterback if they're in the top. Well, he said in the top 5, but
not in the top 5.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have to go quarterback because even you're pretty much trying. Tyrod Taylor's not coming back. Because you're not gonna bring. He's gonna be. His price just went up, obviously.
Yeah, he did really well.
He played really well, and he was consistent for the most part. DeVito, he belongs in the league, but he's a career backup. Let's be honest. It was fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, it was fun. But let's be honest. We're in the real world now. He's a backup. So you need at least a number 2. You know what I mean? A legit number 2. And you know he's going to be eventually number 1. And Daniel Jones' injury, it's an ACL injury. It's a serious injury. He had 2 neck injuries as well. He's prone to injury. So you got to have something. You got to solidify.
Yeah, they got to get a backup.
You have to get a backup. And I think you get him. You go get Daniels or Penix. Penix will be there.
Yeah, he will definitely be there. There's only 2 teams picking, maybe 3 teams picking a quarterback. That's it.
Which leaves you with him. He will drop. Best case scenario, Daniels drops. But if you want to take a silver medal, Penix is a good silver medal. He might be more NFL ready than the other guys.
Could be.
Yeah, I'm sold
maybe
on
he
this
goes
kid.
Before even Daniels, or maybe he go like. Never know.
The thing is that which one of these guys are going to be, it happens every year. Which of these quarterbacks are going to be so overrated, like the Zach Wilsons, no disrespect.
Yeah,
every, like Baker Mayfield was overhyped too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
there's always one guy that's really overhyped and goes really high and then.
He's a bust.
Yeah.
Although Baker's found a career in the NFL, but the guy too, what was the quarterback too? He was Cleveland drafted him too. supposed to be the next big thing. Johnny Manziel.
Oh yeah, Johnny Manziel. Yeah,
he was
there's always
overhyped
one guy
too.
like that.
Yeah, it's overhyped. Like, I'm pretty sure I'll be nice if I was fucking playing in Utah or BYU or shit like that. You know what I mean?
Shitty school, and you're like, all right, calm down.
Right.
Talent level's not as good.
Back. Yeah, but this is a great draft for quarterbacks and a great draft for wide receivers. Shockingly, it's kind of trash for like defensive guys. They're pretty much few and far between, and offensive linemen, you can get those guys anytime.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
so
but
you gotta go quarterback or wide receiver. Then if you're in the top 10,
or best player. Well, the Giants was either before if Daniel Jones was healthy, they would have went wide receiver no matter what. They would have probably gone wide receiver, but I think the Giants are gonna go quarterback. It depends. I think they're just gonna get the best quarterback available.
So whoever's there at 6, they'll get.
Yeah.
And the Jets will go best player, I think. Whoever's the best player available, they're going to pick.
I agree.
But I'd prefer offensive line.
Yeah, I think you guys definitely need an offensive lineman or a nice little wide receiver to help out.
Or a good wide receiver if they drop that far. Like, if, you know.
I'm really.
All right, less than a minute left.
Oh, shit. Well, this is it, guys. Another episode of Sportsload is here. Keep liking, keep subscribing. Tune in to next Sunday when we talk about the playoffs. The results of the playoffs and see how we did. And
get hype.
Get fucking hype. All right. We out. I'm Jah. That's Mr. GPS himself. I'll see you guys next Sunday.